Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Four Wide with Declan. As always, we will discuss NASCAR-related topics, so let's get right into it. Our first topic is that it is Throwback Weekend. One of the highlights of the NASCAR schedule. Throwback Weekend, where all the teams throw back to a legendary or throwback to a well-known or maybe some not so well-known scheme from old NASCAR. There are some good ones, and there are the good ones and the bad ones in terms of throwbacks this year. But my favorites are Leland Honeyman's number 70 for the Xfinity Series, which is throwing back to Jeff Green's Nesquik number 10 car that he won in the Xfinity Championship in 2000. And in the Cup side, it is Kyle Larson's throwback to Terry Labonte's Kellogg's Got Milk car. And then as I mentioned, there were some duds. Yeah, Kyle Larson's teammate Chase Elliott. Apparently that's supposed to be a Ken Schrader throwback, but just no, I do not like the way that is working out. And our second topic is a much bigger one for this week. Our second topic is Xfinity Series penalties. So three Xfinity teams have been penalized after Martinsville due to their act on either the final lap or after the race. So coming to the checkered flag in turn 3, coming back to the checkered flag, the 8 of Sammy Smith just drove through the 54 of Taylor Gray, wrecking him out of the race and causing a lot of people to go spinning, Austin Hill to come out of nowhere and win. This angered a lot of people, this final lap chaos, especially Taylor Gray, who had an argument with Smith outside the care center. So it was Taylor Gray, Sammy Smith, and Jeb Burton who were all penalized for their post-race actions at Martinsville. Sammy Smith was the only one that was docked points, however. He was docked 50 driver and owner points. He was docked 50 driver and owner points for getting into Taylor Gray. But Taylor Gray was fined for his post-race altercation, and Jeb Burton was also fined for saying he was going to throw another driver outside of the grandstands. And then our third topic is something else, a big headline coming out. On Tuesday, Legacy Motor Club sued Rick Ware Racing. So from what I heard about this, it was about the charter system. Legacy was going to buy Rick Ware's charter and become a 3-car team in 2027. But the deal that Rick Ware signed was for 2026, and then this caused Legacy to get upset and file a lawsuit against them. This, however, I don't see this lawsuit developing into anything like the 2311 Front Row lawsuit. I don't see this developing into anything like that. And that brings us to our weekend prediction. On the Cup side, we have Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, 2 drivers that are really fast here. Also throw in Brad Keselowski as someone who has had a slow start to the year, but maybe can get things turned around here at Darlington, the winner of this Darlington Goodyear 400 in 2024, and that amazing finish between Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. They both took each other out. In that great finish, well, for me, a Buescher fan, that was not amazing. But for most of NASCAR fans, that was an amazing finish. And watch Brad finally break that winless streak was really, really fun to watch. So, and that does it for this week on 4 Wide with Declan. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and bye for now.